do it. Be coming up real soon here. Uh-oh. Wrong side of that. There we go. That's much better. Find it out there. Hello, everybody. I'm going to tell you right now, I need you to... There we go. Found it. Did it. There we go. I was sweating right up until the last minute there. Right up until the last minute because everything fell apart. Nothing was up. Nothing was going. As you can see by my hair. Oh my gosh, I'm a mess. There we go. I'll look much better tomorrow night. Yeah, there we go. Hello, Courtney. Hey, Amber. There you go. Okay, throw in the comments. Tell me what your favorite color is. That's what I need to know. That's why I threw purple up there. Purple. Purple. There we go. Oh, my cameras are off. Everything's kind of off a little bit tonight, but that's okay. We're going to get through this. And we're going to get really through it well. There you go. Yeah, everything kind of wasn't there a half hour ago, and I had to scramble around. My camera was not being read by the... Oh, Crimson and Clover? Crimson and Clover, Ember? Is that what it... No. Yeah, so everything was kind of disheveled. Some things were not working out. But next week is going to be a grand old show. It's going to be an awesome show because found this new software, and it will then allow me to see the comments right on the screen. I don't have to like look at a different device and look over down here and see what you're saying and all that good stuff, and who's on and who's not on, and who wants to be on and who doesn't want to be. I don't have to do that anymore. I can look right here and I can see the comments and everything, and that's going to be awesome. And blue. Courtney's obviously is blue. Yes, we know that one. Maybe I didn't, or I did, you didn't. Yes. Oh, sorry. Gabe's is blue. Yes, Courtney is green. There we go. Oh, I don't know. I'm just all, and mine, of course, is purple. We got 3 minutes left here. Where is Kyle? That's what this whole show is all about, isn't it? Salud. I made it in time. I was sweating it. I had to load the camera. I had to load in pictures. I had to load in all the good stuff for the show tonight. And hopefully everything is where it looks like it's working. I see things going. I see meters running in that. Hopefully it all sounds good. Oh boy, oh boy. Well, tonight, I still got a little under 3 minutes to go. So there you go. So tonight's show, I want to know, I'm seeing out there all these people that are telling you, you got to do this and you got to do that. You got to have a Facebook page, a Periscope page, a YouTube channel. You have to have all this and a website, and you have to have really cool funnels in your website. You got to have all that good stuff. And if you get my newsletter, you probably heard me rant about this last week, I believe it was. And so yeah, I'm gonna talk about that. TED Talks, why all that stuff is just not important. There's Kyle. How you doing? Why all that stuff is not important at all to getting yourself out there and getting some success going on there. Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about tonight. So get that party started in a little under 2 minutes now. Time goes fast when you're having fun or when you're sweating at the last minute trying to load all this stuff in. So there you go. That's tonight's show. And so if you have any questions, comments, feel free to throw them in the chat area there. Kyle, by the way, we need your favorite color. We all told our favorite colors, and Kyle, I don't know what yours is, so... Or maybe you told me once and I forgot. It doesn't matter. Just put it in there. Anybody along the way, tonight's show, tell me what your favorite color is. Tell me what it is, what it really, really is. Oh, I make me laugh. No one else laughs but me. I don't even know what that is, Courtney. What is that all about? Plus, I don't have my readers right on, so I can't even tell you what that... I have to go way back here. There you go. Maybe I should just sit back here tonight. That'd be good. I could read all the comments real easily. Hi, Allison. Welcome aboard. Put in the comments what your favorite color is. That's what we need first. Tell me your favorite color and let's go from there. By the way, let's talk about the elephant in the room. We're going to talk about the Zit Alert. Zit Alert. Okay, it's all done. It's healing out, but still, it's right there. Elephant in the room. I'm going to just throw it out there right now. Stop looking at it. That's all I'm going to say. Stop looking at it. Oh, I got to make time up for, oh, blue and navy blue. I'm going to make up time for Gabe. Here we go. Welcome, everybody, to tonight's show. I am Dave Stelma. Thank you for coming aboard tonight. And tonight we are going to talk about all the things that people tell you you have to have before you can get your business started and start making some money and all that good stuff. And I'm going to tell you, it's all BS. We're going to talk about that and a few other things. Maybe a guy named Ted right after the intro. So there is courses out there. There's things that people tell you about that they say, oh, you got to do this and you have to have that and you have to do, you have to have a website first. Then you got, within the website, you got to have all these funnels. You got to have all these different things. You got to have a quiz. You got to have a freebie. You got to have a giveaway, an opt-in. You have to have, and then you have to have a Facebook page and a YouTube page and a Periscope page and an Instagram page and a Pinterest page and a... Do you really need all that stuff? I'm going to tell you no. Because the most important part to all of this is your content. So let's break it down. Yes, you will need something out there because you have to... It's your billboard. So whatever resonates with you, whatever clicks with you, whatever you've been using, yeah, keep using it. I'm not going to tell you to throw it out. I'm not going to tell you to stop going on Facebook. Lord knows that's why I'm here. I don't want you to stop going on Facebook because, yeah. Even this week, Apple came out with a new update, which I hate when they do that because my phone and Ember's phone and everybody else's phone doesn't work as well because they haven't worked out the kinks yet in whatever that update is. But, hi Glenn. Just what I'm, oh, where'd I lose? I lost my train of thought. There we go. We're back at it. So the Apple came out with an update, and on the update, it was one of the things in there is to tell you when how much time you're spending on your phone, and so it's supposed to get you more aware of how how we're spending how much time we're spending on our phone and all that good stuff. I'm going to tell you that's one of the things with like Facebook is doing some updates and things this year that are supposed to be more get you outside and get you doing things and stepping. But I'm going to tell you, it's a lot of it. Talk is going to be BS to some degree because one, they've already trained you to sit there and scroll. YouTube, if you go on YouTube, they want you to keep scrolling and watching more videos, and pretty soon, 3.5 hours later, you're like, oh my gosh, I wasted half my day. I gotta go do laundry. I gotta go clean the house. I gotta go do stuff. I gotta go make some money. I gotta do something like that. So yes, we need those things. Do you need a website nowadays? I would probably say no. Social media is kicking butt over having a website. Social media right now is, gotta turn that music down a little bit. Social media is, so Facebook pages, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all those things are now really replacing what a website used to be. to some degree. Yes, you have to have some place for them to go and purchase something, but what has Facebook done? Facebook has their little merchant section, right? And you can take that, you can take those items and you can put them in an ad and pay for an ad in Facebook, and you can put it up that way. So they're all slowly replacing what that website used to be. But then what you have to do, and it's free, and you could even as far as taking payment, really, you could take payment through Messenger and not even have to pay a fee for different things for that charge and Visa, and it's going to be debit to debit. I think as of now it's still debit to debit. Let me know in the comment section if I'm wrong on that one. Maybe they have already upgraded that to where they'll take charge cards in that too. And that's really the next phase. I mean, it's going to come to that Facebook is going to be able to take charge, and then they're just going to charge you a fee for doing it. And then they're going to work out a deal with Visa, MasterCard, and all those, or whoever you pay that mystical fee to, right, for using their plastic. But you're going to get that, and that's being upgraded slowly in that too. YouTube, same way. YouTube wants you to go on there. So you need to find your portal, your way of doing things. YouTube with now trying to really push the live, doing live on there. If you go on YouTube right now, I push out to YouTube and Facebook at the same time. So if you go on YouTube and you look up Dave Stelma, I have my page on there. If you go on there, you're going to see a live feed right now, and it's the same live feed. Now, I'll be honest with you. If you want to watch me on TV, you could do that right now too, but you'd see this big, huge noggin on your TV screen. I don't know if that'd be too good. I think I got to move back farther so that people wouldn't be quite offended by this huge noggin on their TV screen. All this being said, what you need to do is not focus on all these little things. You don't have to have all these things before you can get going. It really boils down to your stories and your content. And I'm going to get into that towards the end, last segment in here. But the first one is really pick the one that you resonate with. Really just go full in on that, whether it's Facebook, YouTube. I have friends that are just cutting up the world in YouTube, but it's more of a production aspect. They do the lives now, and they're pulling in people live that way. And the cool thing about that is they can make some money that way too. You can get tips. You can get, you can give them, the ones that have enough subscribers and have enough hours of viewing time or whatever, then they get put into this special category where now they can, you can give them money and things like that along the way. But then there's other ways that you can do that. Next week, come on back here next week, because I found this great new software that's free that works with this software that I use with OBS, and OBS is free. And it works together, and what I can do on there, so starting next week, you can actually leave me a tip. There you go. So if you like something that I'm throwing out to you, if you found a tidbit that helped you along the way, then boom, you could give me a tip. But that doesn't start till next week. I got to go through and fine tune all those things. Pretty cool. And the other thing is that I can pull up, I can see the comments right away too. So it's going to be more real-time comments. It's not going to be this big delay, and I don't have to keep looking down for comments down there on my phone. I don't have to have my phone on, and I don't have to log into it, and I don't have to go that route. So the other thing I didn't do. Oh, there you go. I didn't send that out. That's the other thing I have to do. Oh my gosh. So don't worry about having all those things, and don't sit there and try to take all those courses and try. Usually the people that tell you that you have to have all these different pieces of the puzzle together before you start launching and start going out there and start talking to people, usually those people are the ones that are just trying to sell you a course. And they know going into selling you a course that only 4% of the people that start a course or buy a course, purchase a course, finish it. 4%. 96% of the people do not finish the course. So they don't care. They're just there to take money. You might as well just give them a donation and walk away. Because 96% of you are not going to finish that course. So I'm going to tell you the easiest way. When I started out, I did just this. This is all I did. I had a business page. I have a business page. I posted memes to that business page because I had very few people. I had a handful of people. Most of those were family and friends that I begged to, just like my business page. You see that all the time, right? I started a business page. Please like my business page. So that's how it starts out. But that's what you do. And so you get that going. And all I did is I kept posting memes like every day, like every few hours. I timed them out. I scheduled them in there every day. Before I went to bed, I scheduled like 8 more memes to go out that I found from other people's Facebook pages and things like that. I just would repost them in mine just to get some stuff out there. And then once a week, I did this. I had this show. I came on here and I just talked about a certain subject. This week, it's about getting out there and getting started. And the other thing I wanted, and so just pick one thing. So I don't care if it's Instagram, then just go on Instagram, put things on Instagram all the time. Pull people in, and 2 things. If it doesn't work, if you don't start catching ground, start making head waves, whatever you want to call it, if it doesn't click, if people aren't liking your page and clicking in that, then get a system down, get the habits down, posting, scheduling, all that good stuff, and then move on to the next one. And then you can always pick up like Hootsuite or one of those, what is it? Edgar, Edgar, whatever that is. I mean, you can pick up certain ones that will work for free, that you can pick up for free, and you can go out to like whatever, 3 different ones, and you can post to 3 different ones at one time. So you can do that, but just pick one and work it. Just get out there and work it. Be seen. This is the easiest way. This is free. You can come out here and then you can just be seen. This is your billboard to the world. And then you can tell them what you know, because they want to know what you know, right? There you go. All right. So next up, I want to talk about Mr. Ted. TED Talks. I wrote about that. It was in this morning's newsletter email that I send out. And if you're not on that, just throw in the comments, add me, and I'll get it out to you. I'll figure it out. I'll figure a way to get it out to you. Otherwise, you can go on my website, and if you just click on that first freebie, 3 different ways to get started in your online business. You can click on there, give you your first name and an email address, and bam, you're picking up the newsletter Monday through Friday. It's delivered to you 7 a.m. Central Time. All right, TED. I talked about this in the newsletter this morning. This is the problem I have with TED Talks. Excuse me. So people get obsessed with these. We watch them. I watch them. I listen to the TED Radio Hour on PBS. I watch TED Talks. I go through and I scroll through them to get a little motivation, some inspiration. But there's thousands and thousands of TED Talks. Name me one person that you know, other than Brene Brown. I'm trying to think of some other ones that really, all of a sudden, the ones that really skyrocketed and they had like 20 million views in a few weeks or over a period of time. Those, obviously, you remember those. Those people are talking about at the cooler at work. You're sending them out. You're sharing them to your friends on Facebook and that, and on YouTube. But what are the other ones? Do you remember some of them? You might remember the talk a little bit. Do you remember the person? Do you remember the person's name? Who it is? Pretty much no. It's just like any other probability in the world. It's like having a rock band and going out there. There's only going to be a small percentage, 2 to 4% maybe, that are going to have a hit. They're going to skyrocket. You remember those. We all know Taylor Swift. We all know Metallica. We all know the ones that had huge hits over the years. I'm just going to go real diverse. Led Zeppelin, everybody. But it's like part of that nowadays, part of that is just the marketing aspect. But you're only going to remember TED Talks are the same way. So people get obsessed. I know within the groups I'm at, they're like, how do I get on TED? And how do I do a TED Talk? And what's the method of doing a TED Talk? And all this good stuff, because they think that they're going to get on there. They're going to get on a TEDx or a stage or a TED Talk, stage. And then all of a sudden it's like, boom, they're going to have this huge Brene Brown moment where all of a sudden your life just explodes. And now you're getting people coming to you with offers. It's the same if you're an actor. There's thousands of actors out there, tens of thousands of actors that every summer put on Shakespeare in a park or are doing your professional wise, are doing theater work and that. And then there's movie stars that are doing you're cutting movies. And nowadays you can make a lot of movies because we have these wonderful things called iPhones and different things that we can make these movies with beyond millions of dollar productions. We had Incredibles 2 came out this weekend. There you go. You have Jurassic Park that has all the super effects. Both those movies are super computer effects. And I'll guarantee you that there's somebody out there that probably can put something like that together, or at least a short movie in that, in their basement and put it out. But here, let's get back to TED Talks. I'm going off on a tangent, but TED Talks. So my point to this is you really don't need a TED Talk. You just need to deliver thoughtful content. Each one of us has a story, and that's coming up in the next segment tonight. Each one of us has your own story. You have stories to tell. You don't have to be the person that dies and then comes back to life. You don't have to be the person that falls off a mountain. You don't have to try to do these incredible things without having the skills to do them, just to bring you that much closer to have this super story to tell. I know as I was going through, hi, Kathleen. I was going through MSN news blips or whatever this afternoon, just scrolling down through there, seeing what's going on. And there was a story about, I think she was 16 years old. There was a 16-year-old girl that was climbing a mountain and fell 100 feet to her death. You don't have to do these things to have a story. We all have stories, and we all have incredible stories that we can tell people. It can be as simple as making the decision to get a divorce, and what you went through that led up to that decision. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to be able to relate to that, right? Yeah. 51% of the people out there get divorced in the United States. You're watching this in other countries and that, it's probably different in Canada, but in the United States, that's what it is. So a little over 50%. So when you get married, you have a little over 50% chance that you're going to get divorced at some point in time. And that's okay. But that story could be your story. So what I have people do is I have them look at 10-year segments in their life. If you're a client of mine and you want to do a talk, but you're like, I don't think I have anything that's real interesting in my life. I don't think that I don't have that huge special moment. And none of us think that it is. For the most part, none of us think that it is. We just get out there and we do things, or we live life, and then, life just happens. And that's probably, it's not so much what happened, it's how we felt while it was happening. That's your story. That's the thing that's going to make, that's your aha moment. That's your thing that's going to soar you to the top. So if you don't get my newsletter, pull this in. You already read this. It's a quick read. I bet you two minutes or less. You can go through, quick little read, and you'll get inspired or motivated, or you'll crumple it up and throw it out. One of those three things. But TED Talks, you don't have to be on the TED stage to make an impression upon the world. There's people that will spend years trying to hone this message and get their 18 minutes of fame down, 10 to 18 minutes or whatever, and hone it down to this story and fine tuned it. And I got it in that. And it's like, and then there's stories that I listen to and I'm like, oh my gosh, you sound like every other TED Talk person. Stop. Just start think about all the stories in your life and then just start talking about it. And eventually that story, you'll get to the real emotion of that story. And that's when we make a difference in our clients. And that's when we make a difference in other people's lives. Is when you have that one moment when your feelings now come out. You reveal. You have that moment in time. So that's where I'm going to go with as this all ties together. We're talking about how we can get out there and how we can get our businesses started online. Your passion. You got to look yourself in the mirror and you got to look at and say, where's my passion? What is my passion? What am I doing? And that's where it all makes the difference. That's what connects with your clients. That's what connects with the people that are going to be part of your tribe, however you want to term it. I always say tribe. I've had people message me after the fact and go, that's offensive. I don't know. That's just how my terminology. So find your passion. That's the first thing you got to do. Let's find your passion. How do you find your passion? What brings you joy? What resonates in your heart? What brings you, what just makes you alive? What makes you feel alive? Okay? What makes you just get that smile? What gets you fired up? What does that? You got to find what that is. And the easiest way to find what that is just sit there and, think about what does that. When that feeling strikes you, it's like, that's it. That's what's bringing me joy. Now, the next thing you have to do, so you find what brings you, think about it and find what brings you joy. You personally, what brings you joy? And then, who wants that? Who wants that? Who wants the same thing as you? Who gets fired up by that, by the receiving end of that? Now with mine, I love to empower people. I don't deal with people going, let's find what I can hone you in a little bit, but that's really not my forte, is to find what your joy, your passion is. You got to find what that is. I can give you all the different ways to find it, but it's you that has to do that. I'm not going to be the one that pulls it out of you. And then I love to empower those people. Once you know what your passion is, I love to work with people and empower them and find those people that want what you're going to give, what you're giving out, what you're doling out, what you're dealing them. I'm going to find those people that want that. We're going to work together and find out people that want that. And then that's where the magic happens for me. That's where I get fired up, is empowering those people and then watching them just take step by step and growing their business. And it takes a step-by-step process. We work together in that. But that's the thing. So now what you need to do, that's me. So I just want to use me for an example. So what I need you to do is find what brings you joy. What just makes you sit up in your chair? What makes you just smile, bigger smile? What is that? That when you do it, what is that? What is that knowledge that you're sharing for it? Now we're going to find who wants that. Who is on the receiving end of that? Who wants that? And then we're going to go and we're going to find out where they hang out. We're going to go to where they are. And then we're going to just like stand up in the back of the room. We're going to keep jumping up and down until they see us. Woo! I'm over here. Hi, I'm Dave. I give you the magic to make you happen. That's what I do. I give you power. I empower you to make it happen. And that's really the whole thing. That's the whole essence of starting a business online. You find out what brings you joy, because that's when you take the passion that you have from that. That's what really draws people to you. So that's what you got to find out first. And it's not, so stop buying courses that say, oh, here's a step-by-step method of how you can start your coaching. But anybody can coach. You have knowledge over someone else. And as long as your knowledge is a little bit higher than theirs, now you have a client, because then once they get to your level, now you either got to raise your game and learn and be up here a step ahead of them so they keep coming up, or you got to say, you know what? I taught you everything I can teach you. Now I got to turn you over to somebody else. So it's one of two choices, and then you just stay right here. Hopefully you're growing at the same time though. But it's got to go by what your passion is. You can't just go out there and just say, I can teach everybody this. I can do anything. So you got to find what your passion is. Then they're going to be drawn to you. Then that's where you can find new clients or sell that gizmo. If you sell merchandise, that's what you sell, too. Ember sells, leggings, tops in her online boutique that she has on Facebook. And so that's what her forte is. Now, she could say, well, I can sell to anyone. And I would say, absolutely not, because you're not going to sell a lot of leggings and dresses and tops, women's tops, to men. So, oh, well, that's not what I meant. I meant women. Okay, so women. So are you going to sell a lot of that to women over 80? Well, probably not. Over 70? Well, maybe some. Find what that is. Are you going to sell a lot to people that are in their, early 20s? Maybe. I don't know. But you have to find what that niche is, and then you got to go hang out where they're at, and then all you got to do is just keep jumping up and down in the room and showing who you are. Saying, over here, I have leggings, or whatever it is. But yeah, or if you're a coach, a life coach, or a success coach, or whatever you want to name yourself, I call myself an empowerment coach now, because it just makes sense. People get it. I empower them. So find out what brings you joy. Then we're going to then you got to go and just, who wants that? Who's the perfect person that wants what brings you joy? Who's going to be on the receiving end of that? And then you're just going to go find out where they are. And then you just got to advertise yourself. You got to just put yourself out there doing Facebook Lives or YouTube videos, or if you want to go the old-fashioned way, I'll say it right now, the old-fashioned way, a website. And if you want to go the website route, you can do a website, but then you just have to work the whole SEO thing and try to work it that way and put videos on there and things of that sort. And that could be your base of doing that. But I'm going to tell you, it's a lot easier. It's going to be a lot cheaper if you just do it on Facebook. Grow from there, make some money, and then you can invest farther, in courses and development and things of that sort. Or if that's your avenue that you go, develop those courses and then sell them on Facebook. Say, have a private Facebook group and say, I'm going to do my webinar and I'm going to show you this course, and then you can sell it from there. And do a private, put a private group up in that. But that's really the way to go nowadays. Don't waste money on investing. And I've done it. So I'm telling you, don't make the mistakes that I've done. And they weren't mistakes back then, because that was the way. And as every year, as it changes, that's like I said earlier about the new software I'm going to use next week. It works with this. But then it gives me more availability. I can see the comments on the screen itself. I don't have to look down at a different monitor, i.e. my phone. Yeah, I don't have to bring it up. I don't have to fumble through that. I can have all the comments right up on the screen. I can see any comments that are on there. And by the way, if you have not told us what your favorite color is, that was in the intro. That was in the beginning. So I still want you to put that. Hi, Julie. But put up on the screen what your favorite color is. I still want to know what that is. Also, if you want to get the newsletter, I know the clock is ticking. We're coming down to the end of this time. Couple of things. If you want to receive the email newsletter, it's not really a newsletter. It's just an email. It's like 2-minute read. I just Monday through Friday. If you want that, throw it in the comments. Just tell me, yeah, send me the email, or send me your daily email, and I'll somehow get in contact with you. Or go on my website, davestelma.com, davestelma.com. That's it. Don't have to do www or anything. Just davestelma.com. If you go on there and just click on that first thing, boom, you can go on. Julie says, red, I love it. Thank you, Julie. That's passionate. But if you go on there, you can sign up for that. Now, tomorrow night, huge, big interview. I got the woman, Kathleen Sealy. Kathleen Sealy, if you are a Jack Canfield fan, a lot of us know her from there, and now she has her own company that she's been working for about the last year or so. Massively Human Leadership, all about value-based and value-driven. You can facilitate her course, and come on tomorrow night. Come on, 6 o'clock tomorrow night. I'll have Kathleen Sealy here. We'll be talking, and I can take all your comments and that. And so I will be here tomorrow night with her. And as of for tonight, just go through that. Don't worry about all those different things. Just to recap all this, don't worry about all the different things that people tell you have to have before you can start your business. Just start doing it. Get your name out there, start doing it. And then if you missed it in the last, real quick here, find your passion, figure out what brings you joy. That's going to be what your passion is and what drives you, and then who wants it, and then go find them, and then just sit there and keep jumping up and down until they see you, and then they hire you or they buy your product, whatever it is. If you want more deets, if you want more help, jump on, just message me, whatever it is. We can set up a discovery call, and I can give you a half hour of my time and some great ideas to get you started making some money. There you go. All right, till next week. Have a great time. I will see you later, and love all the colors. Keep them coming. If you're watching this in a replay, tell me in the comments. Tell me what your favorite color is. I love it. Bye-bye.
If you like this video, like my Facebook page or subscribe to my YouTube channel, or find everything at davestelma.com.